G'day guys and welcome back to Jans_Gaming for another Dokkan battle video. So I just wanted to come back to the LGE today and do an updated version of the Hybrids Saiyans run through. As I go through my analytics, it's quite often that I see that my old video of the Hybrids Saiyan run through is getting more and more views. So it is probably my most watched tutorial on the channel. So I thought, why not jump back in and have a quick look at this. So looking at this team, it's really strong here. Obviously going with the double Ultimate Gohan leads here. If you do not have Ultimate Gohan of your own, I certainly recommend running this Trunks. As you can see here, we've got the 120% across the board, and he's raising attack and defense once he transforms. So he's another really solid option, but luckily I have the luxury of having a Gohan of my own. Just a quick look at these units that I've got here. As you can see, I need to put a lot of work into a lot of these, but the future Gohan here, very good option. The Goten, as you can see, raises his defense by 30%. 3 turns is also really good. Once you awaken this into Goten and this Tech Trunks, run them together and their damage reduction is really good together. They're nearly untouchable. And then you've also got this free-to-play Trunks, Great Saiyan, and he stacks defense indefinitely as well. So there's plenty of options that you can go into this event with. That's just a couple. As you can see, I've got the 2 Gohans, Ultimate Gohans, Super Saiyan Gohan, who's going to be stacking his defense the whole time. Trunks is stacking his attack and defense. Gobro's big damage getter, and then we've got the 2 support units in that last slot. So we will rotate the I'll float the support units off. As you can see, only 410k health, so that's not really high, but look, that's not by no means is that the end of the world. We've got a lot of defensive stackers here, so we won't be worried about getting whacked too hard. Other than the Gobros will probably get hit for 100 some k here. Oh no, 75, so that's not too bad. My Gobros, if you saw the last video, I did just purchase them with red coins last night, so they are sitting at only 55%, and then I've chucked an additional silver equip on them. So let's see what we can, if you're able to get, well, you're probably going to be floating this Trunks off, but if you do have him in the first slot, he can work really well as a attack booster for your other units. So he's level 10 links, and so is mine, so guess we'll just put, this is actually a terrible rotation for us. I guess we'll stack the friend. We're not getting a stack for my Team Gohan, or AGL or Tech, whatever you want to call it. Or we did get the additional, but that's alright. We do have to fix up those rotations, and it will be easier when we do have a support unit on rotation as well. So not the best start, but now we can start stacking up the Trunkses attack and defense, and here's where we have that support Gohan. As you can see, I've pretty much link level 10'd him. I have started working on my Gobros, but we'll just straight off the bat, we'll just start off building up the Trunks. He'll get the finish, and yeah, we'll be able to move on to the next stage. That World Tournament STR Gohan is really good. He has his damage reduction on top of his support, so the fact that he doesn't have any type of defensive ability in his super attack isn't really relevant. But there we go, there's the finishing. But yeah, he'll tank really well throughout this whole event. So here's the benefit of having these support units on, I guess, floating around. As you can see, last turn we struggled to get off super attacks. This time we've just gotten off an 18 key super, as well as easily gotten off Gohan super. And that is a lot of the criticism towards this Gohan, is that his key links aren't particularly great. But if you are smart with your team building, you don't necessarily need him to have a lot of key links. As you just saw, we only needed to get 2 key spheres or the 1 tech. So I guess it does come down to a lot to how you are building these teams. So there's that. We might actually keep just floating off that friend Gohan. We'll do that. That'll probably get the finish. Do that. And we might end up transforming him and actually running him alongside my Gohan, so we'll have a transformed and a untransformed or exchanged, whichever you want to call it. But he does stack up very quickly. So again, we've got the support here. We'll put him in that last slot as well, because that'll allow just to showcase a bit of his defense for you. We won't worry about getting off a super. That is inadvertently getting a super attack off with him, but I did just want to open up those tech key spheres on that left hand side. We'll give them to Go Bros next turn. But again, you just saw the use of the support, how effective that can be by bringing one of these guys, at least one of these guys, into your team. Having two is probably ideal, because then you're at, I guess 2 out of 3 rotations you can have some type of support unit active, and so just that extra key just helps a team like this run so much more efficiently. Now see, he's taking double digits. We didn't do a great deal of damage. He is SA10, but yeah, you do have him here solely as a support unit. So we'll chuck Go Bros in. We'll let him go to work, do a bit of damage, because he does have to build up that passive. And we should... I'm interested to see how close we do go to finishing off the Goku here. So 1 mil, I guess it depends. No extra super attack, but we're taking those double digits hits. As you can see, with the support, Trunks is already up to 2.5 pretty much million attack stat. His defense will be really solid. As you're about to see, as he gets supered, we take it for 30k, which is nothing. So that's certainly not a concern at all. And we'll get the finish here. See, this is where we don't have the support on rotation. We'll just check the... Whoops, not that. We'll check the defense. So yeah, we still want to be stacking them up higher here. We'll just go like this into that. And the reason I didn't just put the Gohan, the AGL Gohan in the first slot, is because I would like to see if my Gohan can get an additional off. No, as he's only 55%, but I do have a silver additional equip on him, so that would have been, you can see this is a really, anytime we're going to be getting the two ultimate Gohans on one rotation, it's not going to be a good turn for us. But we got the finish there nonetheless. We might just do that into... I didn't realise that we had the Dokkan attack there, otherwise I certainly would have been putting Go Bros in that first slot. They would have evaporated Goku. But anyway, that's alright. So we'll quickly get all of these. That's perfect. Let's see what type of damage the Trunks puts out here, because as I mentioned at the start of the video, he is stacking attack and defense, and I can certainly see the rationale for bringing him as your friend leader instead of a second Ultimate Gohan. As you saw before, if you are using the Ultimate Gohan as a floater, he can ruin a rotation, whereas this Trunks, he's going to have Golden Warrior, he's going to have Super Saiyan. I think he has Golden Warrior. We'll check out his links anyway, but he's going to link up a lot better with someone like AGL Gohan or just anyone like that. So while he's also a stacking attack and defense, so he's just a really well-rounded unit, very versatile, that Tech Trunks. So look at that, 2.7 million. We'll keep stacking these guys up, and we'll transform them eventually. But yeah, there's Super Saiyan 3 Goku done and dusted. So just have a quick look at these links. So yeah, Golden Warrior, Super Saiyan, Fierce Battle. A lot of those are really common links. We'll go to the end there. That's going to activate 4 there. So if we go like that, that's going to give us 4, and then we get the 3 for the Ultimate Gohan, because I would like to have the Ultimate Gohan in that last slot, stack up his attack and defense a little bit higher before we do transform him. He certainly hasn't got much of an opportunity to do so just yet. But as you saw, we tanked for about 80k there. which you might, I guess, when you've got a health bar that's 400k, that's not particularly high, you might think that's a lot, but this Tech Godku does actually hit pretty hard. Definitely one of the harder hitting tech units, tech enemies in the game. So while it does seem like a lot, I certainly don't think that that's a bad thing, and especially when you've got units that have got really high defense and you may have recovery equips on them. Like looking at this Gohan, his defense 235k, and we've just healed up half that damage that we've just lost. So we'll grab that one and we'll do another little heal. Now what would work better is if I had had the AGL Gohan on rotation with, say, the Go Bros or with the Tech Trunks. Just going to have a lot more of those links active. Going to be able to pump out a lot higher damage, even though we are putting out 4.7 here, but that is because he does have the World Tournament support Gohan next to him, this guy here. So yeah, he does no damage. It will be interesting to see how he tanks this. I expect probably over 100k, but 64k. There you go. He's an even better defensive unit than I was, I guess, giving him credit for. So we might go like that. So I'd say we do have Gohan, the Go Bros full passive active now, meaning that they are giving themselves the 5 key. So that means it's going to be really easy to get off their super attacks here, their 18 key super attacks, sorry. And that's where their damage really just comes into a world of its own. If you build a good team around these guys, they are crazy, crazy good. So let's see, we'll get the finish here, and yeah, we'll move on to Super Saiyan Blue Goku. So again, here's our terrible rotation. Let's just check out the defenses. What we might do is we'll transform mine and we'll take the AGL Gohan off rotation. That'll give the friend Gohan more time to stack his defense. I think mine was at about 250k. That'll be close enough. We'll do the little thumbs up, and then yeah, let's jump right on into it. So let's just have a quick look at how these two guys link up here. So 3. It's not bad, but it's still not amazing. I certainly do still think that this Gohan is the best TUR in the game, though. His ability to greatly stack attack and defense is crazy. But here we go. We'll give this guy a bit of a chance to stack up, and we might switch Trunks to our floater. We'll obviously be leaving the Go Bros on, but if we can get the AGL Gohan on with Go Bros, I think those two should link up really, really nicely. And then yeah, leave these two Ultimate Gohans to do their thing. Would have been nicer certainly to have stacked them up a little bit higher before we did activate that transformation. But look, I guess you're just going to roll with the punches, and you're just going to mix your rotations as to what's going to best suit that situation. So we'll do that. Get off a big, that'll be 24 key. Yep, 24 key with support. I do have a +5 attack bronze equip on these Go Bros as well. So just a little extra thing to add on to that. Have heavily debated buying a second copy with red coins. I'm probably not going to jump back into the Blue Boys banner, but one dupe in these guys would be very, very helpful. There's that additional, and adios God Goku. Oh no, he's just survived, and that means he's going to survive another turn, because we're definitely not going to get the job done here. Yeah, look at that, 50k. But still, with type disadvantage, only taking the 5k on a normal attack. So that's not bad at all. And we're still hovering around that 350k mark. But what I guess was helpful out of this was we were able to get an additional super off with the friend Gohan, just stacking him up a little bit higher. So, got the type advantage here with the AGL Gohan. So the timing of that worked really well. Looking at his defense, 460k, there's not a thing in the world that is going to worry him at this stage. And might just collect that. So we're going to have multiple options to get that 3 key for the Ultimate Gohan next turn. 4.9 million attack stat here. He is rainbowed full link level 10, so I guess you are getting to see his maximum output here. And I think in terms of equips, I have just the +5 super attack booster on him in terms of silver. I'm not sure what gold equip. He could have a recovery equip on that gold slot just because his defense does get up that really, really high numbers. So having the gold equip of recovery, just you can go from 200k back to 400k if you can get him a good number of AGL key spheres there. So turns out we don't even need those extra key spheres here because we are going to be getting the support from the World Tournament Gohan, and we'll collect that. So that did line up key spheres very nicely on the next rotation as well. And a lot of this does come down to thinking about what you're going to do for your next rotation. There's no point going and grabbing 100 million key spheres for a unit like the Ultimate Gohan, who only needs 1 key sphere to get off his 12 key super. He doesn't get any type of benefit from getting 3 or 6 plus key spheres, for example. But so you just saw we pumped out some pretty solid numbers with those two there. And still 6k on normals. Nothing wrong with that at all. This guy, he's very, very serviceable. So we might grab all of those into that. And we are going to be getting the support from the trunks in that last slot. So I expect that we, unless he dodges it, yeah, look at that. Nearly a 6 million attack stat there. This Gohan is crazy, crazy good. And this has been without him firing off additionals as well. I did give mine full additional, yet he has not fired one off for the whole battle, I don't think. But still, that's alright, because we've got Gohan and Goten, the Go Bros, there to finish the job off for us. So that was another really quick rotation there. We'll just have a quick look at the defenses here. So 300, 400. Just look at those numbers. Yep, that's all we need to say about that. We'll just collect those into that. And that should line up those in key spheres very nicely for us. We'll be getting off a Dokkan attack, and I think I will probably just give it to the AGL Gohan. Go Bros would be a really solid option, but I just think, but mine being 55%, the chances of getting a crit isn't too high. Whereas, yeah, with the Gohan, he is rainbowed. So, gives me a bit more confidence to really pump out those little bit. Well, just get that crit. Type disadvantage with the Go Bros would be a bit damaging to our output. So, as you've just seen with these 3 tech units here, we did have the... sorry, we just didn't get a maximized damage output there. So we'll collect those. We do have the support as well. So we're getting off the 2 18 key supers. I think we might just go with that. Might work out in our favour here. So let's see if we can get off all 6 of these. So 5, 6, perfect. So let's see what type of numbers we are putting out here, because again, we've got the World Tournament Gohan in that 3rd slot. We'd have a few links, maybe 3 or 4 links active here for the AGL Gohan. So yeah, let's see what we get. 3.6, so we didn't get that crit, which would have been very, very helpful. But still, that's going to be enough to that was a 4.8 million attack stat for a 55% Go Bros. This will probably hurt, but thankfully we did get the Dokkan attack off last rotation. Oh, this rotation. Oh, wowee. Oh my. That hurt a lot more than I thought it was going to. Wow. But in saying that, we were able to get off the Dokkan attack, so back to full health we go. I might just go like that. That opens up those AGL key spheres for the AGL Gohan. Next turn, should we happen to take some type of damage here, we'll just be back to full health thanks to that. Please don't dodge this one. Perfect. This Gohan is obviously a big damage getter because he does get that effective against all types from his passive. And he's taking no damage with the support of the Fizz Trunks. That's pretty solid rotation for us, and that Ultimate Gohan does benefit from that support so much. It's actually crazy. So we'll just do this. So we got the 5 links active there actually. So right next to Go Bros, really solid. We didn't get off the 18 key there, but look at that. We got the 5 links active with the Go Bros. A ton of tech key spheres lined up there, so had we taken any type of damage on this rotation, we would have been able to heal that up with the Ultimate Gohan. We're going to take double digits here because AGL Gohan, by the end of a long event, he's the second best tank in the game, because I guess you do have to say that the greatly stacking of the Ultimate Gohan is just, it can't be topped, I don't think, especially if you've got dupes in, you're getting off multiple supers. Yeah, that's pretty unstoppable. But as you can see here, without the crits, we're not getting off a... Ooh, DW, there's that crit I was mentioning. Once you get that crit, the damage just obviously increases immensely. But yeah, type disadvantage can put a big old damper on that. So we might go like that. We'll just do that. That'll give us a full heal. And we'll do that. So then we'll be able to collect either the AGL or the Fizz Orbs. We'll see how we go. Because I would like to get off the 18 key super for the Go Bros. But 4 million attack stat there. He's going to tank this for double digits. And this is a really defensively focused team, which just so happens to have a lot of offensive firepower. So I think it is quite an underrated category, I guess, at this point in the game, the Hybrids Saiyans. You look at the numbers that this Ultimate Gohan, the AGL Super Saiyan Gohan, the Go Bros, the numbers that they can put out are pretty outrageous. Oh, there's that additional, but the only thing is it's just been dodged on a 5 million attack stat, which sucks. Still, taking 10k per normal right there. That's, if you've got that guy unawakened in your box, I certainly recommend getting him done, because he's crazy useful in Super Battle Road, Extreme Super Battle Road, where you're going to be running, I guess if you're running mono-type teams, he's going to work brilliantly, because they can struggle with links at times, where he's dodged so many 5 million attack stats in a row. He should be well and truly dead by this stage, which is heartbreaking. So this Trunks would have performed a lot better defensively had we had another Vegeta family unit on the team. Would have gotten his full passive active, but as you just saw, still tanked that reasonably well. So we'll do that. Might have stuffed up a little because now we're unable to get Gohan's super attack off. As I mentioned previously, he is our big damage getter. But anyways, that's alright, because we're not going to take any damage whatsoever on this rotation. The defense at this point is just crazy. I should have actually had a look at their stats just to showcase how high they are. So we're nearly done. We'll finish next rotation depending on how many times we do get dodged. So there's another dodge. But just quick look here. So we've got pretty much 760k defense from this Gohan. So if that attack gets dodged, I'll be pretty disappointed. That'll get off an 18 key for us there. We'll do a little bit of healing there. But let's see what type of offensive numbers, because while that defensive stat is impressive, you've just got to see a 6 million attack stat just to follow up that outrageously high defense. And we're finally getting off an additional, which does in turn get dodged, the first one for the whole game. But here's the finish. GoBro's getting it done for us. So there it is, guys. Hybrids Saiyans updated for December of 2020. Hopefully you find the video useful. You're able to put something together that I guess resembles this, because this is probably one of the more optimal teams that you are going to run for this category. So hopefully you enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you did enjoy. Let me know how you go with the event down in the comments below, and I'll catch you all on the next video. Have a good one.